You part of the mod team. You got like a drop of just human beings that have no lives except to watch me. So, you know, they're probably looking for people to hang out with. Watch me hate on myself again. I'm just kidding. I would never. I wonder if I can make this brush bigger. No. Damn it. My nose itches really bad. Ugh. Hi, hangover guy. Oh, I almost missed your message. How are you, love? Aw, Vissy. I'm thankful to have you and all of you. Honestly, I don't say that lightly when I say that I'm surviving because of you bitches. This year would have not gone well for me if I didn't have such a fucking incredibly supportive, like, you know, relatively sane community that makes me feel like I'm not going insane. You know what I mean? Like, can you imagine watching the world around you and being like, I don't think like all these people that are running into Costco without masks on and spreading the virus on purpose, but there's no one around you that also thinks like you, like everyone around you is being a weird anti-masker or something. Like, it's pretty beautiful to... Oh, low battery. I knew it. She's starting to go. It's fine. Quick cue for the Cerebrum rewatch tomorrow. Are we watching here on stream? Discord. We're just gonna watch in Discord. Yeah, I don't want to get in trouble for restreaming content, you know, blah, 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 blah. And in Discord, we can, like, talk. IRL. Yeah, we're gonna watch it in Discord. That's a good thing to remind everybody. If you didn't know, I am in a new show that is like a psychological thriller type role-playing show over on twitch.tv/table stories. The live shows are on Saturdays at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. However, every Friday night at 6 p.m. Eastern in my Discord, we're going to rewatch the last week's previous episode together as a community. Everybody's welcome. We'll be in the Shush Discord. Come on in. We'll probably jump in around 6 and give everybody, you know, 15 to 20 minutes to like, get in. 6 p.m. Eastern. I just touched my iPad. 6 p.m. Eastern. Fuck yeah, dude. Yes, Fissy, of course. Exactly, anime. And that the reptilians are running the country. I truly have to compliment the entirety of your mods. They're all very nice and welcoming anytime I've chilled in Discord. I'm not gonna cry, you're gonna cry. It makes me very happy, thank you. My heart, it melts with emotions and shit, and I don't know how to deal with them, so I just ignore them, it's fine. I know my battery's at 10%, you already told me. I wonder if this works without being plugged into this. I don't want to test it. We're fine. Will you send me a link? Will you send, like, just send me a DM with her name or something, Andrew, just so I remember it? I'm really bad with names, but I would love to look up. I mean, I've told you guys that before. The blending of colors and shit is honestly my favorite part of everything. Drawing is meh. It's okay, but once you get into, like, shading and blending, that's where it's really fun to me. Colors, really, in general. Just, like, color work is the best to me. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate it. I do want to look it up, but I don't want to forget it because I'm an idiot. My nose still itches. Streamer nose is in effect. It's happening. You know why? Because I clipped my nails and I can't scratch now. And God knows, so he's punishing me with an itchy nose. What an asshole. Feel your feelings. Oh God, Zeke says that to me. Ugh. You want to know a weird overshare fact? I went through probably an extremely large portion of my life. Actually, probably until I like started seriously seeing Zeke, where I covered my face while I was fucking. Like I always covered my mouth. I don't know why, especially when I came. I hide my emotions all the time, and I don't know why. I have to seek that out as an adult. Why, oh why do you do this, Catherine? Right? I try to do it still, and he'll like pull my hand away from my face because he's like, no, no. And I'm like, but, emotions. I'm glad I'm not the only one that does that. Ooh, I love Alice in Wonderland. Yes. Yeah, I used to do that heavily, and I'm trying to get over it. And I don't know why. It's like a subconscious thing. I didn't do it consciously like, you can't see me come. I just did it out of nowhere. And he literally asked me, he's like, why do you think you cover your face? I'm like, oh, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm weird. But I've noticed I do that with everything. Like all emotions. Too happy, too sad, crying. I always try to cover myself up or hide. Which is weird. A lip thing? What do you mean? A lip thing? What you mean? Like that's your tell? Like you have a tell that's a lip thing? Is that what you're saying, Andrew? Viewer, have you ever like, oh man. So I did this experiment because my therapist asked me to actually. She's like, I just want you to look in the mirror and talk to yourself and like kind of be nice to yourself. Like look yourself in the eyes and be nice to yourself. And I got so uncomfortable. I was actually blown away by how uncomfortable I got. I had no idea I would be like vomit uncomfortable doing that. Says a lot about who I am though. Like what's wrong? Like I don't know what did that to me or why I'm like that, but something I must explore as a human. You'd see. He made your day? Oh my god, how? Hey, emotions are emotions, man. I wouldn't judge if someone cried. I'd probably be like, yo, you okay? But as soon as I got used to it, I'd be like, it's fine. I'd probably find it cute at a certain point. It was horrifying. It was terrible, and it hurt. I mean, it was like, it was nauseating. It was terrible. I couldn't do it. I could not look at my own face and just talk to myself nice. Because I was so uncomfortable. I was like, oh god, I don't like looking at that. I don't know why. Like, why? I don't know. Interesting. Brains are interesting. Not sure I'm digging these blender brushes. Half the time I'm drawing, I'm just finding the perfect brush, really. Because, like, you know, with a brush in your hands, you can make it, you can do whatever you want. Like, you can use texture, but this is just, like, flat. So, I have to, you know, find an alternative, I guess. Ooh, this one's not bad. I like that I like the pressure growth, giggity. You're gross. You're gross. That's not bad. Oh, Redbeard, my heart. And oddly enough, if you do things for people, they will like you. Gluttony, I do the same, but it's with humor. If you're funny and charismatic, everyone will like you. Yeah, we all have some sort of weird coping mechanism we picked up as child. Chillins. I wouldn't say I'm so much a people pleaser. My mom is definitely a people pleaser from whatever the fuck happened to her. But I think I'm more of a, like a fixer or a caretaker, definitely. Like I seek people who, well, suck. I suck. I try not to do it anymore. In the past, I would be attracted to relationships where someone valued me because of something or another. And I saw that my value as a human was only as far as someone else valued me as a human. And so if I became useful or, you know, funny or whatever, so what I would do is I would date chronically depressed people because I was very funny and charismatic and lighthearted, and I made them feel happy, and I was the only one in the world that could make them feel happy, and without me, life is over, you know, they're gonna whatever, end it all and never date again, blah 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 blah. And then you get that, like, you put that guilt on yourself and it becomes like a fuck story. Don't do that to yourself. You deserve more, chillins. I had to kind of find worth in my own existence. And like, I still am a caretaker heavily, heavily, obviously, with all my animals, but I also get a joy out of them. By taking care of them, I get to sit there and watch them and hold them and, you know, watch them grow. And it's a mutual thing. It's like not a one way. I'm useful to them and I get nothing out of them, you know, which is why I don't want to, you know, sand boa that buries itself all day. There was a stream who I'm not sure if he's active anymore that was a real psychologist. He couldn't give advice on Twitch, but could advocate for it. He would always tell people to say it with him at the end of the stream. Might mess up the words, but you matter, your experiences are valid, and never let anyone tell you otherwise. Ooh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Manic Pixie Dream Girl. Oh, God, kill me. When that word like first came about, like when I first started hearing about it, when I very first started streaming, you know, long ago, I hated how much it defined like how I felt. Like, you know, the person, I was never invited to parties because people just assumed I would come because I was happy and go lucky and I would just come along with some group. I was never a part of a clique because everybody just assumed I was part of someone else's because I was, you know, happy and go lucky and laughy. My life. Yeah, it's a mind state, but I also get, like, right now, my giant tarantula is just out, stuck to the side, and I just get to sit here and look at her amazing velvet stomach and her weird big teeth, and that to me is pleasurable. Do you miss anything about that at this point in your life? No. Not at all. And have a nice smile that my bubbly personality makes people happy, but as my papa once said, you're a nice person, but you don't make friends well. People don't stay around long term because they get to know me, and my weirdness, they dipped. Exactly. Your papa was so smart. Yes, and I just didn't go with the flow. I had that problem. I've told this little bit of a story, and this is something I had to, like, self-search in myself. So I remember, was a bad way to start the story. So when I was a respiratory therapist, I had graduated college. I worked with a certain population of human beings who were not like myself. They were breeders, marriers, lived the white picket fence life, you know, like not people that I associated with at all. Listen to country music, blah, 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 so on and so forth. No one at the hospital listened to metal or did art or played video games in any way, shape, or form. Any hospital I worked at. Y'all nurses in the community and shit are rare. And I started, like, it wasn't like I felt like I needed to, but I started to kind of morph into I would present a different version of myself to the world in order to be friends with my coworkers, because these were the only people I was surrounded with all day. And in order to get them to accept me, I didn't want to freak them out with like, oh, I smoke a shit ton of weed and collect tarantulas or whatever, you know. And I found that these people, like, I really liked them at first because I'm pretty accepting of most people, but then I would find out like they were a Trumper, or they were getting their 4-year-old a rifle that they were going to let the 4-year-old keep in their bedroom, or something creepy like that was just, like, you know, startling. And I started kind of assessing, like, I remember very specifically saying this exact thing to my mom. I was like, how come the people that want to be friends with me I don't like? I said that exact thing to my mom. This was long ago, before I started streaming. And she just laughed. And then I started talking to my therapist about it, and I came to this by myself, like this, like, epiphany. I was like, I'm presenting a lie. Of course people I don't like are going to be attracted to the lie. Duh. So I started, you know, being my goth self and wearing dark makeup again, chains and whatever I wanted to do, and saying, like, fuck it, I'm going to present who the fuck I am on the inside to the outside, and then hopefully people who match on the inside will be my friend. Is that a lot of inside outside? I hope that makes sense. That sounded very convoluted in my head. I hope that makes sense, a little bit at least. That was kind of how I rationed it. And I mean, yeah, honesty, communication, just being real. For instance, I talk about this a lot with people because, like, I love spiders. Not very many people like spiders. It's not a huge hobby. Not very many people collect tarantulas, right? But a lot of my friends, even arachnophobic friends, they watch me because they like to see that I'm passionate about something. And I'm similar about other people. We don't have to have everything in common. I have nothing to do with jewelry making or owning crabs, but watching my friends be passionate about something makes me excited. and I like to be like experience that vicariously. Does that make sense? Thank you, Monkey Jesus. I think I'm getting better, just in general at the app at least. Exactly, Oliver. And it took me like 30 years to figure that out. Almost. No, almost 20. I've almost been a full-time streamer. This June, I will have been a full-time streamer for 3 years. Like, fully living off the income of being a streamer. That's wild. Wow. But, I mean, the caveat of that is I guess you kind of have to figure out who the fuck you are to present it to the world, right? That sucks. Luckily, I've known since I was a kid. It was just crushed within me, and it took me many years to find who that was again. But I found her. She was just smothered underneath a lot of shit. She was still in there, and she still loved animals and reptiles and, you know, video games. I've always loved video games since the moment I got my hands on one. I had just kind of like buried her under an identity I thought I had to embrace in order to just live a normal life. I just wanted friends. You know, everybody wants friends. Aw, VA Gamer Girl, I could never be myself around my family. My grandfather, sure. My grandfather was probably a huge reason why I love bugs. My grandpa George, he was my Nana's husband. He used to take me outside and show me all the bugs in the garden and slugs. He actually, this is kind of a funny story. My mom's told me this story. I don't remember it. I was too young. But apparently, when I was very little, my grandpa formed like a walking stick with a nail sticking straight out of the bottom of it. And he made it for me so I could go around his garden and stab slugs. Because in the Pacific Northwest, everybody has slugs. It's just known. Slugs are like this insane menace. It will eat everything in your garden. And he didn't like to use pesticides. So he would send me out into his little the flower garden, and I would go out there, and I was like 3 years old. And my mom came out, and she hears me in the garden, and every time I find a slug, apparently, I stab it and go, "Got the son of a bitch." And then I like waddle off and find another one at 3 with a stick with a nail out the bottom. I don't remember that at all, but I think it's funny. My grandpa taught me that kind of shit. Like he was a jokester. Yeah, I figured I had the basic crystal and like I had a nice nug of weed on the inside. So I'm working on the space behind because then I can figure out what kind of color I want to do the sloth. So the sloth, I want the sloth to be like the main thing you look at, not the crystal, not the bud. The crystal and the bud are like side shit, you know? Like not background, but additional story pieces that might tell a story to the drawing. But I want the sloth to be the main focus. Yeah, I think I want it to slide like that. Yeah. Can you still not be yourself around your family? Well, I moved across the country from them like 5,000 miles or something, so I don't really have to worry about it. Unrelated, how many toes are you missing? Exactly 0. We have a slug problem here too. People do a lot of stuff. Yes. It's terrible. To change, not good enough. Yes, I hate the not good enough. When I cut down a tree last summer, I took a limb from the tree and made a walking stick. Oh my god, my dad used to do shit like that for me all the time. Yep. Oh my god, Myron, I don't know where my cards are. I have to IOU. I vow to find them after stream. I will write it down right now on here. Holy shit, I didn't think anyone would fucking get that. I gotta find them. I know. Hold on, I've got it. Oh, wow, that's not a good pen. I've got notes here going on the side of this drawing. It's fine. I am so sorry. I really don't know where they are. I thought they were under all those boxes. I just don't know where they are because I haven't done them in so long. But I will find it, Myron, and you are first. Myron Tarot. Perfect. See, I will find. I swear. I really need to find them. I'm so sorry. But thank you for saving up that many fucking points in my channel, you crazy bitch. Oh my god. Just hold your points if you want tarot readings. When I find them, I'm doing Myron's first, and then we can just say cash in your points if you want. Okay, guys? Don't waste them right now. I don't want to make that many notes. Oh god. It's terrible. I will lose the notes. Save them, but we'll do a day. I gotta do them. It's better to do them in the morning. So Myron, when you want it, early in the morning is best for me just because I have more energy. It takes a lot of energy to read tarot. I know that's crazy to say if people don't believe in it or whatever. Believe what you want. I don't force it on you. You don't force shit on me. But it takes a lot of energy. Don't do it. Isn't it weird? But at least the app works. I noticed that too. I noticed the lag too, but I don't mind because at least the app works. All the other apps I've used just crash. Nonstop. Literally. It's fucking infuriating. I don't have another word for it besides fucking infuriating. Am I blending or... Oh my god, I'm blending on the wrong layer. See? Layers, my bitches. Layers. I can summon them. I was just looking at the time. It's the end of my fucking stream anyways. Otherwise, I'd make you wait for a break to wake him up. Why does this always happen to me? Chaotic motherfucking fate. Are you kidding me? Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my stream. Thank you for raiding me. Welcome, raiders. My name's ClassyKatie. I was just about to cash in some puppy pets. Dude, I am getting non-stop trash calls from Washington State today. Like, it's not ending. My phone has not stopped ringing. I'm gonna make them buy me a new charger. What is going on? Did something happen in Washington State? Like, what's happening? It's not my phone. I'm not even kidding you. I've just had it face down, but I felt it nonstop vibrating calls over and over. I've missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 junk calls, misconnected, all from Washington State today. I don't believe in digital tarot decks. I don't think they work. And that's just me being old, but I truly believe you have to touch the cards. It's even, like, I won't even do a full spread on my channel unless you are here in person, because I need you to touch the cards. I will only do a 3-person spread because it's really hard. Trumpets attacking government buildings. Oh, that's terrifying. That's just me. I'm very physical, though. It could be the universe begging, or the university, my university begging for money. Bastards. Okay. So, this is the end of my stream, technically. I think we've got a good start on this. It's going to look really cool. We've got, you can barely tell because I kind of smudged it out, but we've got the essence of a nice weed bud, a bud of weed, one would say, some flower, the Yaz within the dark crystal. And I am currently trying to find a brush I don't hate to blend in the galaxy, but so far I'm not. It's just not happening for me, but we'll see. We'll see. What is the strain that I'm smoking right now, or that's in there? Ooh, I mean, it was whatever. Honestly, I've been looking at Reese's picture. Reese, what did you have to, like, get out with a hammer today? Wait, Monkey Jesus, I'm gonna pet the dogs because it's the end of the stream. I'm just saying because it's the end. I'm gonna wake them up as right at the end. Because they're going to come over here and jump on here and try to knock my bong over and my iPad and my coffee. So if you can hang out 1 second, I'm going to give you puppy cuddles. Abso-freaking-lutely. I just have to move shit because it's a violent situation. They're so big and dumb. Like, I love my dogs, But they have no idea how large they are, you know? They're just so dumb. But in the end, it doesn't really matter. She needs to pack a fucking bowl. I need to pack a bowl. I'll give you a real goodbye cheers. Give me 1 second. Kill, have a good day, Honeybean. Limp Packer? I know. Fuck me, dude. I think it's because it was our 420, so I roasted it. Well, the East Coast 420, excuse me. That we were late on. Oh, dude, I love when people try to help me. Don't ever be offended. I'll just always be honest. Like, I don't do the whole, like, nice lie thing. I will always be honest and be like, no, that won't work for me. Because even white lies are stupid, I think. Being just straight up is so much more helpful. But I love help. I really appreciate it. Just so you know that. Unless I'm playing a game and don't ask for help and you spoil me, in which case I will bop you on the head. Cheers, bitches.